Have you ever looked at your character roster in Genshin Impact and felt a little nostalgic? With such a vast collection of characters, it's inevitable that some of our old favorites get a bit left behind as the meta advances. But what if one of them was about to make an exciting comeback? Well, according to some very interesting new leaks, that's exactly what might be happening for Mona. Looking for the best way to recharge in Genshin Impact? Lootbar.gg is the smarter choice. It works exactly like the in-game top-up, but it's way cheaper. New users get 5% off with the link in the pinned comment, and existing users get 3% off. Lootbar also has special deals on crystal packs, including the 6480 bundle, and even an all-in-one package with everything you need. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $82 on Lootbar. The process is simple and secure. You don't need your password or login. Just enter your UID, pick your server, choose your pack, and your crystals are delivered in seconds. Players around the world trust Lootbar because it's fast, safe, and affordable. So don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving on your top-ups today. Lootbar, safe, fast, and way more affordable. A new leak, reportedly coming from HXG, has seemingly confirmed that Mona is on the verge of getting a direct buff. Now, that might not sound like a huge deal at first, but for Genshin, this is massive. In the past, characters haven't really gotten direct improvements to their kits. Any changes to their performance usually came from new characters being released, creating different team synergies. This is a totally different approach. What makes this feel so significant is that we've actually seen this happen recently in another REWORKS title. Honkai Star Rail just had an update that gave significant changes to 4 of its older characters, which really feels like it could be setting a new precedent for all of REWORKS' games. This could be the start of a whole new philosophy, where more of the classic characters we love might get buffs in the future. The leaks also suggest that Mona's buff could arrive sooner than we think. This is because she has a strong lore connection as a mage and an apprentice of Barbaloth, linking her to the Hexenzirkel. And with the region of Nod Cry also having deep connections to the Hexenzirkel, the timing just seems to fit perfectly for her to get this update. It's really interesting to think about how they might implement this. The speculation is that the buff will be tied to a specific quest for Mona in Nod Cry, so even though the improvement is linked to the game's narrative, it's expected to be a permanent change to her kit. Right now, Mona is seen as an acceptable Hydro sub DPS and support character, but she's definitely fallen out of the meta. With this direct buff, there's a real hope that she could become competitive again. It really makes you wonder which other classic characters might be overdue for a similar treatment. I'd be curious to hear who is on your personal wish list for an update like this, so feel free to share your top picks for who you think deserves a buff down in the comments. Just imagine what this could do for her viability in the game. If you compare her to other Hydro applicators, a significant boost could completely change how players build their teams and who they choose to invest in. What makes this even better is that, as a character on the classic banner, Mona is already one of the easier 5 stars to get, and this is where the timing becomes absolutely perfect. As you probably know, Genshin Impact is currently giving players a free 5-star classic character with plans to do this every single year. So, with this potential buff on the horizon, choosing Mona could suddenly become the best, most forward-thinking option for a lot of players. So what's your take on all this? Do you think we'll see more buffs for older characters? And could this be Mona's time to shine again? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.